So welcome to another video about the process of building a house. So we all take for granted that pointy thing on top of a house called a roof, right? But what's underneath the roof is really important. So what's underneath that forms that roof is called a roof truss. So here behind me is a couple of examples of roof trusses. So right here, these are set up by an engineer to create the roof line of the house, or in other words, what that roof looks like when it's on the house. Also important is that roof is going to be able to withstand snow or wind or rain or anything that's going to cause pressure on the house. And of course, you know, one of the key things about having a house is that there's a roof over your head. You know, it's the old cliche. So these trusses are engineered specially for every single house that goes up, and each house may be a little bit different. If you live in the south, you don't have to worry about snow. But here in the north, we do have to worry about it. So the engineering may be a little bit different. So what the engineers do is they come up with a design with all these cross members so that it will support the kind of load that might be on the roof. Of course, the weight of the shingles, but then the wind and the rain and the snow. They're all connected by these special connectors that are specially engineered to hold that truss together. These are super strong and practically impossible to break apart. So on this house, this is the end truss. So that end truss has the same sheathing material on it as the house itself. But then they've started to build the eaves. So this is the overhang that hangs over the edge of the roof. He's built this out so when they set that truss on top, everything is all set and ready to come together. Once all these go up, and it's like a big jigsaw puzzle, they're numbered and they'll go 1, 2, 3 right down the row. Once they get them all set up, they'll start putting sheathing on, and that's what this big stack of blue behind me is. It's called oriented strand board, or OSB. That OSB will go on top of these trusses to form the actual roof. Then that's where they'll put the roof shingles over top of that. So you can see on this job site that all of these different trusses are all different. That's because the roof line is going to be very unique that comes across the house, and all of that unique twist in it also helps with snow melting off, rain pouring off, and making sure that the house stays dry. So we'll get video a little bit later on, and we'll include it, of when they're actually setting these trusses on this house. We'll try to get a drone up if the weather permits. But just be aware that this process here, the trusses that go on top of the house to make the roof, that's one of the strongest parts of the house and requires extensive engineering. Okay, so we're back out at the site a couple of days later. Unfortunately, it was snowing the day that they actually set these trusses on the roof, so we weren't able to get the footage of it. We'll see if we can insert some B-roll. So I promised I'd get you some footage of them actually setting the trusses on a house, and we happen to find this one. So right now they're connecting this up with this big crane. He'll raise this up, and you see the fellow with the rope that'll keep it from spinning around in circles like this. They're going to take this up, set it on top of this roof, and then they'll just keep repeating again and again and again, putting all of it together. And again, I've used this term before, it's like a big jigsaw puzzle, putting it all together. So we did want to get you some cool footage of them swinging a little bit of lumber in the air. Now we'll throw it back to the rest of the video. So all those trusses that were on the ground here are now up on the roof, and it forms that roof line that you see up above. They've started to lay the underlayment on the roof, That's where the shingles will go on top of that. So I hope you like this video. Like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next video.